Good afternoon and welcome to NYCryptoTalk. Today's topic of discussion is the Neon Exchange, also called NEX, which is basically a NEO-based decentralized exchange. I have now talked about this in the past two videos, one on the NEO ecosystem and how the NEX platform works into it, and on my last video, which was top ICOs for 2018. So I am now doing my third video on Neon. Why am I bullish on it? Well, obviously, as you guys might have seen or heard in my previous videos, I am a big Neo supporter. I think the platform is fantastic, and it is definitely going to thrive in 2018. And the way the Neon Exchange platform is working, the exchange, there are going to be functionalities behind it that are going to make it stand out from other decentralized exchanges. 2018 is going to be very big on decentralized exchanges with all the fees, all the timing, all the hiccups that are being caused with, centralized exchanges, fees, all the timing issues, and, not as much oversight. So why Neo and why a decentralized exchange? So the NEX combines the Neo blockchain with an off-chain matching engine that enables much faster and more complex trading than existing decentralized exchange. So there is a dual model of on-chain and off-chain functionality with the NEX platform, which I'll show you in the white paper. So NEX has the ability to handle enormous trade volume through its unique publicly verifiable off-chain matching engine. The NEX payment service enables third-party smart contracts on Neo to send and receive global assets such as Neo and gas as part of their computation. And it can also handle order types that aren't currently available on other decentralized exchanges, such as market orders and limit orders. So there are some key standout items in regards to the NEX platform. Going to their website, you'll see NEX is a platform for complex decentralized cryptographic trade and payment service creation. And it'll go over how it works, the volume. These are the three things that I just hit on. And then you can look at the team. So if you guys are not Neo supporters or don't know about the Neo platform, there is a group of people which is called the City of Zion. And basically, if you go to their website, it is the home of the open source global Neo developer community. We're an independent group of open source developers, designers, and translators formed to support the Neo blockchain. So this is a huge community worldwide where basically they have a group of people who are working on the Neo platform, advising the Neo platform, building dApps on the Neo platform. They are also the developers of the Neon wallet. So the same people who are here from the City of Zion, the same people who built the Neon wallet, are the people who are building the Neon Exchange. So if you look here, are the co-founders, all four of the co-founders are all City of Zion. They're also developers, which is great. So you're looking at people with experience, long experience in the developer community, working to build this exchange and make it better. Even here on the second row, you'll see that co-founder of City of Zion here, core contributed to Neon Wallet. They have a big team, and of course, two of the advisors are superstars, Dahong Fei and Eric Zhang. So, as you can see here, the Neo CEO and the on-chain CTO, as well as one of the co-founders of Neo, Eric Zhang. So you have a superstar team behind this platform, and they have a fantastic roadmap. They are looking to launch a ICO in Q1 of 2018, most likely towards the end of Q1. And I'll go a little bit into their token sales. Most likely it's going to be very hard to get into. Most likely will be limited to certain countries, but it will be fantastic. It's going to have a very quick sale. Most likely I will not be able to make it. I would love to, but it is definitely going to be something I'm going to look for once it hits the exchanges. So Q1, token sale and open source platform launch. That's fantastic. Q2 is the payment service launch on the mainnet for NEO and Gas. Also, their matching engine launch on their testnet supported by CLI. Q3, trading MVP release, so a trading interface and matching engine launch on their mainnet. Begin trading NEO and Gas and NEX. Also, they're going to begin the cross-chain demo for Ethereum and NEO. So they do look forward to NEO works in a certain way. So the NEO Neon Exchange will be doing NEP-5 tokens initially. But they said that with the smart contract platform of Ethereum, they will be able to integrate that, and they do plan by Q4. And I did see in a recent interview, I believe with CryptoLark, which was fantastic, he did an interview with one of the co-founders of NEX, and it sounded like they are probably going to be ahead of schedule for Ethereum. So a lot of things to come. NEO DevCon is next week, in a couple of days actually, so we'll probably getting some more news about this. But to be announced next year, hopefully they want to also deal with decentralized banking. So they want to be able to use it as an asset similar to you having a savings account or a checking account and being able to utilize that functionality with the blockchain. So I think they do have a great idea and great vision of where they want to see themselves in a couple of years. If we go to the white paper, and I've highlighted a few things. Before we go into the white paper, just a little speculation here. So the Neon wallet, as I mentioned before, is the same people who are building the Neon Exchange. Right now, if you do any ICO on the Neo platform, you can participate directly in a token sale from the Neon wallet, which is awesome. I have a feeling down the road, once the Neon Exchange is up and running, ICOs will probably go through the Neon Exchange. That's once it's up fully and it's trading all the different trading pairs, it'll be available to, you can add the different hashes for the different tokens in the ICO. So that's what I think. But, with the history of these developers of the city of Zion, I have a feeling they'll wind up having all the ICO platform launches through their exchange. All right. So into their white paper, I'll try to make this as quick as possible. I don't want to bore people. I just want to make sure everyone is aware of where the Neon Exchange differentiates itself from other decentralized exchanges such as 0x, Kyber Network, Ether Delta, the ones that are up and coming now. So today, cryptocurrency is primarily traded on centralized exchanges where user funds are at risk to hackers and platform managers. Decentralized exchanges allow users to retain control of their funds as trades are mediated by smart contracts on the blockchain, but on-chain computation is generally too slow to keep up with the high volume order books. If anybody knows, Ether Delta has serious issues. The volume is never high enough. The trades can take forever to be sent through. If you put in an order, you might not see it show up on an order book for quite a while. So this white paper basically describes how the new decentralized exchange on the Neo blockchain that applies a publicly verifiable off-chain matching engine to handle the massive trading volume and support the complex orders such as limit orders that are not possible on current decentralized exchanges. NEX also introduces a payment service and funds management layer that enables third-party smart contracts on Neo to send and receive global assets. To fund development and future expansion, NEX will issue 50 million tokens. So there are going to be 50 million tokens. Half of those, which is 25 million, will be on the ICO. So it's a very small volume, obviously similar to the Neo platform. So it is going to be very low. I believe they're going to be starting at about $1 a token, but that is just a tentative value that is on ICO drops. So some things here I highlighted. Almost all trades between currencies take place on centralized exchanges where funds must be deposited under the control of the entity facilitating exchange. Obviously, most famously, millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin were stolen from Mt. Gox in 2011, which is why a lot of people are skeptical. People don't like keeping things on exchanges, which is where decentralized exchanges become where the world is going in the blockchain. While these decentralized exchanges succeed at their primary goal, their success comes at the cost of huge loss of trading performance. So that's where NEX comes in. If centralized exchanges provide speed and decentralized exchanges provide security, then it seems natural as can a hybrid system exist? So Neon Exchange is looking to beat that. They're looking to have the off-chain matching engine and the on-chain availability of a ledger. So going into the background, state channels have been proposed to reduce network overhead on more general problems of assets exchanges, allowing two parties to iterate on a transfer off-chain before ultimately committing to it on-chain. So this is basically where DEX is trying to be able to do. They're trying to be able to have the matching engine off the blockchain, match it up, and then pair it together to be able to expedite it, but the volume is hard. State channels are expensive, and to open and close those contracts. So there's a lot of issues with it. So what DEX is going to be doing is, and I'm just going to go down a little bit. So they're going to combine the performance with the trust and security properties of the decentralized exchanges. The system consists of three main components. So this is the nitty-gritty of DEX. An off-chain trade matching engine, a smart contract where trades are executed, and then here's the last part, and the payment service where global assets such as NEO and gas can be converted to tokens that can be transferred directly to smart contracts, making them compatible with the exchange. So that last piece is where they're going to bridge the gap for both the speed and the decentralization. Their off-chain matching engine, they have a nice little grid of how it works and explanations and examples of how it would work. Orders are sent and then matched and then executed through the matching engine and then sent to the decentralized exchange. The next part is this. So I'll de-highlight. All right, I can't de-highlight. That's fun. Basically, they want to be able to, as you might know, for decentralized exchanges, there's no traceability. How do users know that the engine is matching orders fairly, for example, and not manipulating the order books to its own benefit? To address this problem, we propose the idea of provable, fair, off-chain matching. Under this theme, the off-chain matching engine follows a publicly specified deterministic algorithm. By combining this knowledge with a public ledger of the order in which trades have been sent to the exchange and fulfilled, any user can verify that the exchange is operating fairly. So if you go on EtherDelta right now and place an order and then it executes, you can't really track it and see that, just like using Binance or KuCoin or Bittrex. You actually have more record tracking. You can export things. There's a lot more information on your executions. What NEX is trying to do is provide that public ledger of the exchange available to the user, because with decentralized exchanges, you could be, people can be hedging money off your trades. They want to have more visibility. So they're allowing that front end visibility. And as I mentioned before, the types of orders, things that are not available in decentralized exchanges, limit, market, and margin. So you can make a lot more computational exchanges. You don't need to worry about just limit orders, which is generally what most decentralized exchanges have. So NEX also plans to expose a API which allows third-party applications that can use to trade tokens. This API allows users to place, modify, and cancel orders on the matching engines. So they're going to be able to expose this exchange API, and developers will be able to utilize it in different means, whether it's having this available on other platforms and using this functionality so that the NEX exchange, it can be kind of ported over in another means or fashion. And I believe the next part is my favorite that I highlighted. Okay, second favorite, sorry. So generalization to assets on other blockchains. What does this mean? Initially, they're going to start with NEP-5, which is the NEO tokens. After that, they do plan on working on smart contracts, which an example is Ethereum. So they want to be able to work on building the Ethereum into the decentralized exchange. They have it on their roadmap. And the developer in a previous interview had mentioned that they are on track, or they feel that it will wind up being released sooner than they expected. Decentralized banking. So this is, like I mentioned, to basically have a security. It's almost like having a savings account. Peer-to-peer lending, indexed investment accounts, very cool stuff. I think anything with investment accounts and lending with cryptocurrency is awesome. I think that will be the future. And this is my favorite part. The NEX token allows holders to claim a share of fees generated by the payment service and exchange. In total, 50 million tokens will be issued to entitle holders to a share of the fees taken by the exchange and payment service. The NEX holders can claim their profits through a staking process, where claims on the stake NEX operate similar to gas claim calculations. In this way, token holders will stake NEX and benefit directly from the success of the exchange services. As more fees are generated, token holders receive larger rewards. Basically, what this means, you have, here's an example I highlighted. I won't go too much into it, but it's similar to KuCoin shares. If you have a certain amount of NEX tokens and you stake them on the platform, basically they will give you dividends in a share of the actual traded assets. So if people are trading NEO or Trinity on the platform and they have a certain amount of volume, depending on how many NEX tokens you have, they'll calculate a percentage of that and give you out the tokens that were traded, which is awesome. So you're getting a part of the fees. They haven't determined it yet, but it is something in the cards, and I think it's really cool for people to incentivize holding these tokens. And then, as I mentioned, NEX will be in Q1, selling 25 million tokens. So I think that's about it. Here's the roadmap again, as I mentioned before. So obviously there is a lot of things in the cards, and I do feel that they have a strong team with a strong focus on decentralization and making the decentralization much easier than it is now. Things are much more difficult, and it's harder for people who are just new to cryptocurrency to get into decentralized exchanges. They want to make it friendlier. They want to make it easier. And on the NEO blockchain, hopefully with the transaction speeds and the Trinity network also, they'll be able to gain more traction and have more bandwidth and more users jumping onto the platform. So that's why I really believe that the Neon Exchange is going to be steadfast this year, and they're going to, hold their own when it comes to ICOs. I'm just hoping the ICO opens and, it's available to all. I know Ontology did a airdrop, and some of the other exchanges sold out in pre-sale. I really hope NEX, really opens it to the public, because it's something that I think everyone should have a chance of getting to. So please tell me what you think of Neon Exchange, NEX. If there's any questions, if you guys have any other ICOs that you want me to look at, any other tokens you want me to look at. Thank you guys for subscribing. Please like, subscribe, and shoot me a message. All right, guys. Have a great day.